he decides to wind up his fist again. And, oh, I was itching for him to do it again, yo. Oh, I was itching, and then he did it. Yo, it's Chan, and today, for this video, I'll be telling y'all how I got into my first fight. I had a pretty hard time trying to figure out what video I was going to make this week, so I checked my old channel for some ideas, and I decided I could tell this story a whole lot better now, so let me get to yapping. Yeah, this video's art will be colored, but don't get used to it, cause I do not have the time to do all that, alright? Cool. This was back in elementary school. I was either 6 or 7 years old, and me and some of the homies were goofing off, probably playing around, and the bell rings for all of us to go line up to go inside. So me and my crew start to shift inside with everyone else, and I see one of our classmates in the distance, and bro wasn't going in like the rest of the class. The sucker's NPC chip started early. I, being the great, incredible classmate I am, I decided to go over to this kid and let him know that the bell had rung and it was time to go inside. Now, as I'm telling this kid that it's time to go inside and that recess is over, I'm not exactly sure why, but that kid shoved me to the ground. Man, I wish someone would push me to the ground, cause they finna get a pound in no town. I wish someone would test me, cause now they can't get the best out of me. I'ma knock the out, see? Shoulda, woulda, coulda. And when I stood up, very confused, cause even now I still don't know what kind of package it was on. Probably that fun dip Maple had in the gas station. Anywho, when I stood up, I guess bro decided it would be funny to slug me on the shoulder twice. Man, nah! Shoulda, woulda, coulda. And I took those punches like a good little boy and went inside with the rest of my class. Now mind you, looking back, old dude was not putting no real power into those punches. He was probably just roughhousing with me. But that ain't what my 6-year-old self thought. The whole day I'm thinking, what should I have done? Should I have fought back? Why did he shove me? I ain't know this, but at the time, I was, well, really sensitive. So I had automatically assumed in my brain that this little kid had some ill intent like the Joker, and I went to go talk to my dad about it. Now my dad, because he didn't see it happen, told me some advice I should have used if this was a real physical altercation. He told me to give old dude 2 warnings, and if he didn't listen to that, then you bring the knife! So being the little mini crash out I was mad happy that I basically just got the knuckle sandwich card from my pops. So the next day at school, with the knowledge I have now, I have the exact same scenario play out. And instead of going over to the kid telling him it's time to go inside, I came over with the full intent that if I let this play out like it did yesterday, I'll get the perfect excuse to knock this sucker out. Cause how dare you disrespect me? He don't know who I am. The future cartoon master drawings where I stand. Gonna want the ones like Dio, no stand power. When I get the pass and swing, I'll knock out this sucker. So I pull up on him again, and the same thing plays out. But when he punches him, I give him a warning. Now y'all know what J. Cole said, right?
One time, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. Fool me 3 times.
And after I warned him the second time, he looks oddly confused. But he decides to wind up his fist again. And, oh, I was itching for him to do it again, yo. Oh, I was itching. And then he did it. Game time. They call me One Punch. That ain't no hunch. I got the grit like Captain Crunch. Stop playing with me. Anywho, after I punched him once with perfect aim, precision, and power, I popped his nose and he was bleeding. And by the time this happened, the recess lady saw that old dude was bleeding, and that's what happened. And I do the good old classic, he hit me first, and then she just had us both go inside. So with just enough time for me to forget about the events in recess, the principal comes to my class and talks with me in the hallway. She says something along the lines that violence is never the answer, that I should have went to the teacher or a recess lady, be the bigger person, I'm gonna call your parents, not knowing that I already had the knuckle sandwich card. So she asked what I had to say for myself, and I said,
You scared? You should have stayed home.